Welcome to Active Engagement Learning. We're two teachers in higher education that adore helping students and learn through fun and engaging methods. We'll be working through each one of these in our series, but for today, let's start with Think, Pair, Share. Think, Pair, Share is a structured, cooperative learning technique designed to promote active engagement, critical thinking, meaningful discussion, amongst other things, with students. So let's go through some steps. This is very similar to large and small group discussion, but we're moving up the layers so that after they formulate their ideas and discuss the matter, you're helping them move from an informal discussion, like we were doing with large groups, into a more formal presentation, or quasi-formal. First, prompt a question, pair, discuss with their partner, and finally share out to the class. Here we're talking about organizing the students' ideas. What is the most important and unique discoveries? Which is the most persuasive? For me, the most important part of this process is not just in the I think or I hope, but taking a stance on a discussion, on a topic, and defending your logic in a constructive and collegial manner. What are they learning in addition to the material? How to interact, the technical skills. They may be great, but if they can't articulate their ideas and thoughts, it's not going to help them when they get out into the workforce. This gives students a different perspective, and doing it in small groups allows the more introverted students ways to discuss without the whole class watching. It also focuses on higher order thinking. Knowledge without organization and application really isn't useful. So one must learn to evaluate ideas and then express their opinions. The biggest part about this one is that you have to really introduce rules of engagement. Choose a thought-provoking question, a problem, a scenario, relevant to your lesson, to your objectives, or even just to the students themselves. Give them time to individually reflect on the question or prompt. This can be done through writing, silent thinking, or other means. Have students pair up with a partner to discuss their thoughts and ideas. This may be a good idea to understand who's your introvert and who's your extrovert and try to pair them up. Encourage active listening and respectful dialogue as best you can. And invite the Think, Pair, Share groups to present on their conclusions, their insights, and solutions to the whole class. You can have it do it from the seats, or you can have them come up in front. It really depends on how comfortable they are and how large your class is. Facilitating a brief discussion to consolidate learning and address any misconceptions is also a good idea after everybody has presented. Throughout this process, monitor and scaffolding by circulating through the classroom, offering support and guidance. And when you hear something of note, have the group share it out, or you share it out. After the end, have them write up a summary of the exercise they did, and maybe did not. What points did they work on? What were some of the challenges? Maybe the challenges had nothing to do with the material themselves. Maybe it just had to do with being able to articulate and talk about their particular subject matter. There are no restrictions on this. You can do this with any subject, any grade. You can use this in math as much as in English, right? Find a problem with two people and have them solve or have them engage with it, pit them against one another, or let them explore and see who can make inroads to a unique point. Think, pair, share. It's a higher order, but I really invite you to use it for your classroom. It can be an extremely fun and exciting activity for your students. Until next time, educators, enjoy the classroom.